Shelly's Cuisine. Today I'm going to make Earl Grey tea cookies. Yes, an unusual cookie, but quite delicious. I received this recipe from a friend of mine at work, and it really needs no twist. However, I'm going to do my original change, and I am going to add nutmeg and Vietnamese cinnamon. That's because I like to add that to everything. Anyway, we're going to get started. So we need a food processor. This happens to be a food processor with a dough blade, and so therefore if your food processor has a dough blade, you're able to do it easily. If not, you have to knead the dough by hand. All right, we'll start off with 2 cups of flour. So we'll just put that in. Then we have 2 tablespoons of tea leaves. That's right, we're actually going to put the tea leaves in, and this is about 6 tea bags. That equals about 2 tablespoons. Okay? And we have half a teaspoon of salt. Okay? So we're going to combine that. I forgot to plug it in. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Okay, all plugged in. So we're going to get this started, and we use the dough blade because this is made for making bread, cookies, or things like that. Okay, just want to check it. I noticed that on my side I have a little bit. I really need the tea to make sure the tea is incorporated properly. So I'll put it back for a little bit more. Okay, I think that should be good. Okay, so now we are going to add 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, which is really confection sugar. Okay, we are going to add 2 sticks of butter. The butter has to be softened, okay? Which just means basically at room temperature. Just get that in there. And we want to put a little bit of vanilla extract. The recipe calls for that, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. As always, touch of almond extract. My Vietnamese cinnamon, one of my favorite staples. And we're going to put some nutmeg, fresh nutmeg. You can also use nutmeg from the bottle. Okay. So we're going to let this knead and see what we come up with. So again, we have this on the dough blade, and we just have to wait until it forms into dough. Okay, so we are having our dough to get made. Well, that's interesting. Let's stop it for a minute. Guess I'm going to have to stir it. Okay, so our dough is going to be crumbly, and so we're going to take our dough and we're going to put it on a clear piece of saran wrap, and then we're going to put it in the fridge. So again, you see that it's very doughy, and so that's why we have the saran wrap. Okay, and Actually, we're going to knead this and get this together. And what we're going to try to do is shape it. So we want to shape it in a log so that when we make it, it'll be easy for us to slice. I need to flatten this out a little bit. Okay, so see, it's taking shape. But we're really supposed to have it round and not really like a log, so that when the cookies come out, they're round. So I am going to do a twist, and I'm going to try. I guess that didn't work. Let's try that again. I guess you need a lot of saran wrap to get that to work with the twist. So, or did I just twist it in the wrong direction? Yeah, that's the problem. I went in the wrong direction. Okay, so we're forming shape. And so now it's ready for the fridge. So we're going to put this in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then it will harden, and we will be able to slice it and put it on a cookie tray and make Earl Grey tea cookies. Okay, so we've had our Earl Grey tea cookies in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and that was so that we could get it hard. And so we have a nice log here. I think we should just round it a little bit, otherwise we cut it, our cookies might be square. So I'm just going to smooth that in a little bit. And I'm only going to do half of the log because I want to save the other half for another time. And that's the beauty of these cookies. You can prepare them and throw them in the freezer, and you can just pull it out and bake when you're ready. So we will save the other half for another time. You have to be careful not to make them too thick. Again, I guess I have a little bit of flatness, so I'm not going to have these perfectly round cookies unless I try to shape them, I guess. And transfer them to a baking sheet. So again, I guess you have to not cut. If you cut them too thick when they bake, it's just a very thick cookie, and you don't really want that. So if you were to start to cook this and it were to fall apart because you didn't leave it in the refrigerator long enough, that's when you would ball it back up and put it back in the refrigerator. I'm not going to try to change the shape. It is what it is. It's going to be eaten, and so it's going to be different. I guess the perfect way to make this is to have this completely round. For as much times as I've been trying to do it, I haven't been able to do that yet. So I'm not as successful at it. Just patting that so that the cookies, at least, even though they're not a round shape, they'll come out nice and smooth. Okay, so This we are going to hold for another time, and we are going to bake for 12 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, we're back and our cookies are ready, and so we're all done. And we have Earl Grey tea cookies. So guys, here are our cookies. All done. Now the best part, we get to taste. That's excellent. It's real good. These are good for tea parties. They're good just to have cookies that are different. And that's the thing here at Shelly's Cuisine. We like making things that are different, not just things that have a twist. Anyway, we're glad that you could share time with us today as we made these Earl Grey tea cookies. Please visit us on shellyscuisine.com to see what the recipe is, and look forward to see what we will twist next.